And Russell taught us about, it's a command I knew existed, but I didn't know you could use it this way. Russell said there are several gigabit-sized updates to macOS 26.3 that were downloading, or the several gigabyte update to macOS 26.3 was downloading very slowly for me, and I wasn't sure if my connection was bad or was a cable loose somewhere, and I needed a quick and lightweight speed test to verify that it was just the Apple connection and not my connection. Good thought process. I love that. He said, speedtest.net is bloated with trackers and advertising and is not my favorite. And Fing, he says, seems to have lost focus and is not really usable anymore as it auto-installs launch it login every time. So once again, he says, I asked Brave Browser's AI for a suggestion, and it told me about the networkQuality command that is built in to the terminal on macOS 12 and later and measures network performance and quality. It tests upload and download capacity, responsiveness, etc. Yes, he says it needs the terminal, but it's literally a one-word command. It is networkQuality, and the only capital letter is the Q. He says it doesn't need to be run as root. You don't need sudo, and it has no essential parameters or settings, although you can do lots of different things with it. And I've used it for the lots of different things. But Adam, I didn't realize if you just type networkQuality and hit return, it does a speed test to somewhere on the internet. And what I found really interesting about this, I've long installed via Homebrew the speed test CLI is the you type brew install speed test CLI, and then when you run it, you just type speed test. But I've always found that way slower, that it slower in its upstream capacity to deliver a good speed test than even if I visit speedtest.net on the web. So it's helpful to know, am I at 1 megabit or am I over 100 megabits? But it won't test the caps, right?
Right.
networkQuality, I ran it on my machine. I don't know who it's using for a speed test, but it showed me at, it was about 840 megabits per second, which is about 100 lower than what I usually get. But I don't know if other things were running or whatever. But it seemed better. So I don't know what it's using, but it works.